Collard Valley Cooks. Today we are making good old Chex Mix and sausage balls. Now we make our sausage balls from scratch, which is a little different than most people make it. So we're going to get this in here. I'm going to mix it up in my mixer today. I tell you to grate the butter, but instead of grating it today, I just kind of softened it so that it will mix into the sausage well. And we're going to start off using our Swaggerty sausage. Okay, you're going to use a pound. Now, you can use a half pound of hot and a half pound of mild if you want to. It's totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen my knife because we're going to be cutting up some more green onion. And I wanted to show y'all this knife sharpener. It's a great Christmas present. It's a SOG, and it's my favorite one. You can put it on the counter, and it sticks to it. See, I can't even move it. And then you just pull it towards you. If you bought one of these and you don't know how to use it, that's how simple it is. So you just pull the blade towards you. And of course, it's for a solid blade, not a perforated one. That should be sharp. And then when you pick it up, you just pull that up and it comes right off. Now let me just get the shavings off my knife. Good. And the first thing we're going to do is cut up my onion, and then we'll open this sausage up, okay? So we use fresh ingredients. We use fresh onion, and I use a green onion, and I'm going to use some Mrs. Dash and some parsley. Now, you can use all fresh if you've got it. You can just throw stuff in and mix it in. First time I made this, I used a Lighthouse freeze-dried salad blend. Any kind of blend of herbs makes your sausage balls taste really good, okay? So, and I tell you to use 3 tablespoons of green onion, and I am cutting up 2 of them. I think the more the merrier. And
you mean you're cutting up?
I said green onion, didn't I?
Yeah, you said it said to use 3, but you're using 2.
No, it said to use 3 tablespoons
of
so chopped up onion, but I'm just using 2 whole onions.
I got you.
Because to me, the more you put in there, the better it's going to taste anyway. Mm-hmm. But you can tell that knife is good and sharp after using that knife sharpener. And knife sharpeners are a good gift for everybody, men and women alike. They're really nice to have. And that really has always been my favorite one. All right. Did I hand that paper towel to you? Did you? Where did I do with my? I must have threw it away. That was not very smart, was it? All right, I'm going to wipe this off. And we're going to open up our sausage. Now, my butter is soft. And it says to use 3/4 of a stick. And because I softened this in my microwave, it's the softest in the middle. And it's kind of cold in our house. So I'm just going to take the middle part out of here and put it in here. And if you want to add more butter, add more butter. I mean, that's the good thing about these sausage balls. It ain't going to hurt nothing if you add something to it. I'm afraid my cold sausage is going to make that butter stiff. So I may mix my butter. Not going to be able to do that either. We're just going to throw it in there and mix it up. Maybe it'll mix it good. You can mix this by hand too. First video I ever did making these, I mixed them by hand. We're actually going to bake these while we mix up our Chex Mix. So we're going to be on here for just a little while because these sausage balls have to bake 25 minutes. Well, for heaven's sakes, let me stab it. So,
did you turn the microphone on?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Just check.
So we're going to get our sausage in here. And I'm just going to pull it apart like that. I am going to throw in the onion. So we're making these homemade. We're not using Bisquick today. And most people don't do that. But boy, are they good. So I'm using self-rising white lily flour. You can use whatever kind of flour you've got, of course. And just make sure it's self-rising. Or you don't even have to make sure it's self-rising. I don't think it makes any difference. Not for sausage balls. I'm going to go ahead and put in, it's going to take 2 cups of this. I'm just going to put in 1 to start with. And I want to add a little bit of flour to it just because I want that butter not to get too cold from that sausage. And let's see how much. It tells you to put in 2 tablespoons of the herbs. So we got the green onion in there. Let's put some of this in there. And you can pick and choose what you want to use. This is Mrs. Dash Original. The more the merrier, really. It's according to how you want them to taste. We're going to put in our 2 eggs. My little bowls right here. There's 1. That's a big chicken egg. And 2. 1 and 2. Let's turn it on. Should have put my little guard on it. Put our guard on it because we got to add another cup of flour. Oh, it smells so good. Look how easy it is. The last time I did this, I mixed up a double recipe because I remember this thing was full. But if you use a mixer, it's going to get that butter mixed in there good. Now, if you don't use a mixer and you want to do this by hand, I suggest you, let me make sure that I don't need to scrape the bottom. I suggest that you grate your butter like I tell you to in the recipe. I tell you to grate the butter. So you might want to do that. All right.
Is that the first cookbook?
This is the second cookbook. Volume 2 cookbook, page 16, y'all, under appetizers. We're just going to let it mix up a minute because you really want all that to mix in together good. All right? So give it time to mix up, and then we'll add our cheese. Looks and smells delicious. Then we're going to mix up some good old Chex Mix. All right, I'm going to take this off so y'all can see. Now you're going to add about 10 ounces of shredded cheese. You can use cheddar, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar. This is a cheddar blend. There's a stupid fly in here. Hey, me and Chris put up a lot of our Christmas stuff. I'm going to put this in there, y'all, because it's onion. Me and Chris put up all of our Christmas stuff. We'll show you at the end of the video. Boy, we have worked hard this weekend. Crazy fly. And we do want to tell you guys, those of y'all who have been praying for my daughter's boyfriend, we did post on the posts. He was on a moped on his way home from work. And he was hit by a drunk driver, and he was on a moped, and he was drunk, and he was struck by a vehicle.
He was not drunk.
He was not drunk. The driver of the vehicle was drunk.
Right.
And so, and he was arrested. We don't know who it is, of course, but Chris is his name. That's my daughter's boyfriend, and he has several spinal fractures in his thoracic spine. He's got some fractures and bones messed up in his hand and wrist. So, and he's got a lot of, what do you call it when you get burned by the asphalt when you're, anyway, he's hurting. So y'all keep him in your prayers, and we appreciate all of you who are praying. There's a GoFundMe page just because we know he's going to be out of work for a while getting over this. And he's young, y'all, and he's going to need a little bit of help to get, pay his bills because he has an apartment. He don't live with our daughter or anything. He has an apartment with some friends of his, but he needs to be able to pay his portion. So anyway,
the spinal stuff is not something that has to be.
He doesn't have to have surgery.
Or
praise the Lord.
Yeah, they said he can just wear a brace.
He was very blessed considering what happened to him. Y'all, God was looking after him. And he's not going to get back on that crazy moped. Well, it's totaled anyway, but he's going to get something with 4 wheels to go to work in. All right, this is super sticky. I'll tell you that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to spray a cookie scoop with some oil, and then we'll scoop these out and get them on the tray and get them in the oven real quick. So we've had a wild weekend. Me and Chris spent the day Saturday visiting with Chris and Amy. And then yesterday we spent the day hanging curtains, and we'll show y'all what we did yesterday too. Got me a big piece of parchment, didn't you, baby? All right, let me get me a scooper duper. Thanks to my loyal viewers, you guys taught me how to do this trick. Tammy, spray the scoop. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Because now these are super, like I said, they're super sticky.
Yes, these can be cooked in the air fryer.
Absolutely.
But it would take a bunch of batches.
I could throw some in there while we're on just to see. If y'all want to see some from the air fryer, see the difference in them, I will. Because we're going to be mixing up Chex Mix in between. We got time. So we'll throw some in there for y'all. How's that? Ask and you shall receive. Sometimes. Sometimes. And I'm making pretty big balls. So you want to make sure they get done. That's why I bake them 25 minutes. This is everybody's favorite this time of year. So I want to have, a couple of appetizers for the kids. For Thanksgiving. You can freeze these after you bake them. And then just get them out and let them thaw to serve them. You can reheat them if you want to, but these are good at room temperature. But now it's meat. So, don't leave them out past 4 hours because it's a meat, just like, a lot of people treat them a little bit different, but I think because there's sausage in there, you should not just leave them out too long. Don't you, Chris?
Oh, yeah. They're actually better like the next day and stuff than they are the first day you cook them for some weird reason. I guess the
spices.
Yeah. What size cookie scoop are you using?
This is it's a big one. I would have to measure. You'll just have to give me a minute and let me see how if I measure in this and put it in a regular tablespoon, it's probably a couple of tablespoons. It's pretty big. I've got it on the website under utensils. I think I chose this size to actually tag for y'all. I'm going to slide these in the oven and get these started. We're actually cooking these on convection, so they're going to get a little browner quicker, but we've turned the oven down. And I'm going to put it on 300, Chris, since it's on convection. And we're going to...
Well, they're 350 is the normal.
I know that.
Okay.
All right. And kitchen timer, I'm going to put it on 25 minutes.
All right.
And it shouldn't take them that long on convection. They'll probably be ready in 20 minutes. But we'll go ahead and throw some in here for y'all. I always spray the bottom. And a lot of y'all use the liners. I don't particularly like the liner because I like for my stuff to get air all the way around it through those holes. And when you use a liner, it can't do that. So it should take it just a little bit longer to bake. And I know it's parchment, but it still keeps the flow of the air from being the way it was designed to cook. And these don't spread or anything, so you can put them a little closer together if you want to. But I'm just doing this as an example for y'all. I guess I could put one more row in there. We'll just bake the rest of them in the air fryer. Because I don't want to leave my oven on. We'll be using it for the Chex mix. So these are the kind of things you can go ahead and make and have ready ahead of time. Now, my air fryer is automatically set on 350 for 15 minutes. I'm going to turn that down to 300 and bake them 15 minutes at 300. We're just going to see how they do. Let me wash my hands, and we're going to start our Chex mix. Now, while I'm washing my hands and I'm getting this ready for Chex mix, Chris can go around and show you the curtains that we put up yesterday. We've lived here in a year and a half, and we're just now getting curtains up.
We put these up on the doors, going outside. And there's the tree we put up. There's the mantle. And we put curtains on these windows in here. And I think we got one more set of curtains to hang. We put some in our bedroom. There's doors like this door in our bedroom. So we put curtains on that. But she's got most of her Christmas stuff out for the most part.
Do you care if I kill that fly? If he
you
can land.
Kill it, go for it.
Well, I'm going to bring this in here and just try to get this fly. Now that I put the sausage stuff in the sink, he's not really paying that much attention anymore. So who knows? I'm going to fix this air fryer right quick.
We still got a few boxes out. We got to get put out a few things.
Okay. Well, of course he gets lost. Of course. All right, I'll lay that right there in case I need it. All right, y'all ready?
Here we go.
Next, we're doing Chex mix. And the last time I did this, I didn't mix up the the liquid part together. I just sprinkled everything on the Chex mix. So today I'm going to mix everything up like y'all told me to. And that's the way I wrote the recipe because y'all told me to. And we're going to microwave butter first. And I use a half cup of butter, okay? And mine is what I use. So we're going to do a half cup of butter, which is 1 stick. We're going to melt it. I might ought to get a little bit bigger bowl. We'll get a bigger bowl. This is a lot bigger bowl, but I hate not to have a big enough bowl. Okay. Yeah, we hung the curtains in our bedroom, and I told Chris, I said, I think I want curtains in the living room. That could be our Christmas to each other. So we had a lot of work. That took a long time to do. Really did. All right, we're going to melt this and see what else. We're going to be using the butter, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire, 1.5 teaspoons of seasoned salt. I've got roasted garlic powder. I've got onion powder. And I don't even think I own any seasoned salt. Did you look and see if we got any Lowry's?
There's some over here, I think, in this,
Lowry's?
maybe.
Really?
I could have swore I saw some somewhere.
No, I don't think it would be on the side. I never use it, y'all. I never use Lowry's. Now, when I was younger, I did. I guess I'm going to have to substitute something for it, too.
I really thought I saw some.
I don't think so, honey bun. I don't buy it anymore. We'll just throw some salt in there and we'll do something. The butter's got salt in it too. Okay. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. And a lot of people use more than I do on theirs. So if you want it real strong, of course, just double everything if you want to. But I think it's just right, especially after a couple of days. And that's why I like to make it ahead. So I'm going to use a half teaspoon of onion powder. This is 3/4 teaspoon. Half teaspoon of onion powder. And garlic, 3/4 of a teaspoon. And the seasoned salt's 1 1/2 teaspoons. Neither one of these have salt in them, these two things. So I gotta find something to use for salt. I don't even think I got garlic salt. Let me see what kind of salt I got, y'all. Kosher. I got Lowry's in here. That's where you've seen it. Lowry's, yay! Seasoned salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons. One and 1/2. Yay! I'm so glad I had it. I hardly ever use it anymore. And that's it. So we're going to mix it up. Looking at our stuff. Okay. We'll zap that just a second before we pour it over it, and it'll get a little bit more runny too, because that butter, like I said, it's kind of cool in our house. Here comes Mr. Fly again. Mr. Fly. All right, for the Chex Mix. And of course, we're just mixing this up to show y'all, and then we'll bake it once we get off here. But hopefully, y'all will get to see some of the sausage balls when they come out. Okay, for the Chex Mix, you got 3 cups of corn Chex, 3 cups of wheat, and 3 cups of rice. And I always get mine early, because if you don't get it from Sam's Club or Costco early, then you're not going to find it. That's another reason I like to make this early. For one, it tastes good after it sits and marinates. There's 3 of those. See? This is my favorite part of the Chex Mix. We personally don't like peanuts in it. And there's a lot of things that we personally are not crazy about in it. So we just put our favorite things in there, and that's what you should do as well. One year I put sesame sticks in it, and I love sesame sticks, y'all. But they had an oily flavor, and they weren't real fresh tasting, and it ruined my Chex Mix. So before you add something to it, if you buy something like that, make sure you taste it before you throw it in there. Now, you don't have to taste these. These just got open. But anything like that you get from like I got them from the produce department bag, you know, up. All right, so there's our Chex Mix. You're going to use mixed nuts. We're going to use almonds, okay? We love almonds, so that's what we're using. Cup of almonds. It's up to you how many pretzels you got these little bitty baby pretzels. Aren't they cute? They're even smaller than the other ones. You want 2 in there? No? Our favorite, like I said, and we got goldfish. Goldfish.
You might want to taste those.
Okay, he says tasty. Delicious.
Okay.
Might add a little bit extra. Everybody loves goldfish. That's it. Now let me zap this one more time to get it even runnier. I'm going to check on our sausage balls while I'm over here. Y'all want to see them? They're baking. That's one thing about sausage balls is they're never really that pretty. It's hard to get a pretty picture of a sausage ball for real. For realsy.
You could spray them with that oil while they're...
Yeah. If you want to, if you spray them with a little oil, it'll make them look a little bit more golden looking.
A little more crispy.
Anything in the air fryer, you do that way, even fried chicken. Thank you, microwave. Don't you just love a microwave? All right, this is hot. So here we go. Chex Mix. Just toss it really, really good. You really need to toss it.
Need a big bowl.
Do a good job. If y'all don't have one of these large stainless steel bowls, this is also something really nice to have. This time of year, I love them for my dressing, for stuff like this. I think this one's a 13 quart, but I don't really know for sure. This is my biggest one. And it's not going to hurt to keep tossing, y'all. Just keep doing it. Make sure they're all coated and they all feel coated. Now, once you get them coated like that, and your hands are delicious, it says you spread them out on a large sheet pan, 2 sheet pans, and you bake them at 250 degrees for 1 hour, and you stir them every 15 minutes.
She did not lick her fingers. I know it sounded like she licked her fingers. Just so you people don't. Because it's going to be somebody that says, oh, she licked her fingers and stuck them in the...
It's going to be in the oven for 1 hour. Every 15 minutes, you're just going to toss them. Mm-hmm. And of course, not with your hands because they're going to be hot. Let me wash my hands. And we're going to check on these sausage balls. What a wonderful day we're having in the kitchen. 2 appetizers checked off the list. That's what you call a good day. So you showed them, did you show them the china cabinet too?
Just from back here. I didn't show them close
It's
up.
so pretty. Now my mama had this pattern. It is, I can tell you, it's a collectible now. It's not something you can buy new. It is the Winterland Collection Tracy Porter. And it's painted pottery. And I think it's just gorgeous. So I always decorate with it. And I've got the picture in there in the kitchen as well. And then in here in the dining room, we're going to hang some curtains in here. But Chris was so tired yesterday, he didn't want to do it yesterday. But this is the dining room as of right this minute. I haven't had time to completely finish it yet. And I'm going to serve some of my appetizers. I found these pieces, they're just pieces, and they got the little rubber Let me just show you. It's really cool. I got them at Kirkland's. See how they're made? But I'm going to put our appetizers out on trays right here. That's what I'm going to do.
What's happening?
And then this is also the Tracy Porter and this picture right here. I had a cake plate and it got broken this year, which is something you don't want to happen because you can't find them. But sometimes accidents happen. There's not a whole lot you can do, but just do your best, right? All right, let's look at these. These are not done. I'm going to turn them up. We're going to turn them up. And I don't have but one sheet pan, do I?
I think that stainless steel one.
Yeah, but it don't have edges on it.
No.
I need to get me some sheet pans. I really do. I've got this half sheet pan I can use. Well, Tammy. We'll put some of these in here. So it looks like our air fryer sausage balls will get done the quickest, which is normal. And it's just on 300. I could turn it up too. Let me turn it up. Well, I might not need to turn it up. Let me make sure. No, I don't need to turn that up. They're getting brown. So I've got the air fryer on 300 degrees, if you're wanting to know. And you don't need to fill it too full because you want them all to toast, especially the almonds. You want the almonds to toast too. Just like that. And then we'll line that plate, we'll line the sheet pan that the sausage balls are on. And then we'll bake these. Does anybody have any questions?
Which is this? Which the Chex mix is in?
Chex mix is in volume 4.
Volume 4.
And sausage balls from scratch is in volume 2. And there's my fly. We're going to kill him.
So tell us if you've got some kind of special thing you like in your Chex mix. Everybody does it different. So this is a, we've tried all kind of different things. Can't beat goldfish though. I guess I shouldn't eat that.
Can't beat the Old Faithfuls.
Since it hadn't been cooked. That's
It's still good.
That's a raw goldfish.
A raw goldfish. He's been cooked already. Do y'all have any questions while we're on here? And if you want to know, if you want to get a good present for somebody that likes to cook, please go through our website this Christmas and place your orders. You can click on any link if you just go to the website and go to Shop Kitchen. You can click on any link and you don't even have to buy what's in the link, but it helps us.
How much was the box of Chex? You remember?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I didn't pay attention. Sorry. I don't know that. When I went in there without Korea shawl. And look, I don't do real well by myself out shopping. This is how these look in the air fryer. They're not real pretty.
No. Not as pretty as they will be in the oven.
No, that one's kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Let me see if I think it's done. Yeah, it looks pretty done. It's kind of puffy and risen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll taste it. I'm going to put them back in there, though. These are the best sausage balls.
What are we going to have for Thanksgiving?
Yummy. We're going to get a turkey, and I'm gonna video making a turkey this year. I have not videoed making the turkey in a long time. So I'm going to video making the turkey. Of course, we're going to have Mama's cornbread dressing. We're going to have green bean casserole. We're going to have sweet potato casserole. We're going to have either a squash or a broccoli casserole, probably. I have to make cream potatoes and macaroni and cheese. At least that stuff. Dessert, I have to make something chocolate. I might make a granny chocolate pie. I know I'll make a pumpkin pie. These are really good. If you've never made sausage balls from scratch, try it this year. I really love them. They're delicious. They may not look like anything, but they're delicious.
They're so much better
Mm.
than the shortcut ones or the Bisquick ones or stuff. If
Yeah.
you've never tried it or had one, you need to,
Oh, they're so good.
yeah, you really need to try it.
So good.
Because sausage balls are good anyway, and everybody just figures, oh, these sausage balls are good, but these are even better.
And if you're on here and you're wondering why people just have to have an air fryer, now you can see why. I could eat that sausage ball before I could get it out of there. And I've even got that on convection. An air fryer is so quick to warm up stuff. We warm up our nachos, our pizza, our leftovers, like chicken pot pie. If you put it in there in an 8-inch cake pan and let it warm up, then the crust and everything's just crunchy like it was when it come out of the oven. And it's just delicious. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.
For Thanksgiving, we're just having our daughters and their sweethearts.
So we'll have 8.
Yeah, so we'll have 8.
So we'll have May and Delilah, Amy and Chris. Hopefully Chris will be able to get out by then. And Keisha and Carter. And then me and Chris. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. And we'll see you in a few days. I mean, y'all see me plenty before Thanksgiving. And like I said, keep praying for Chris. Not my Chris, but my Amy's Chris. While he's still in the hospital. And I hope that when he gets out, he can at least walk and get to the bathroom by himself. I'm hoping they don't let him out of the hospital until physical therapy can at least make sure he can do that. All right. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Love ya.